It's Rock on the Range Live from your rock station, 99.7 The Blitz.
Hey, it's Hales for your rock station, 99.7 The Blitz. We're out here at Rock on the Range Day 2, and I am here with John of Skillet.
What is up?
Hello. I gotta say, I've been super excited to talk to you today because I saw, right off the bat, I need to get into this because I'm a huge nerd, and I saw your Marvel piece that you did.
Oh, baby.
How awesome was that to be able to work with Marvel on doing like a feature?
Yeah, one of the coolest things in my career, for sure. Love Marvel ever since I was a kid. And I don't know how it even happened. It's one of those stories, like somebody knew somebody that knew somebody that knew Skillet, and they called somebody that I used to know. And then
it still went back out, and then came back in, then went back out, and then
But it was really fun to chat and show them, my collection and stuff like that. It was awesome. I love Marvel.
Yeah.
They are crushing the universe right now.
Absolutely.
And honestly, I'm really inspired by it. It might sound silly, but they're doing such great work that the bar is just getting higher. And it to me, it makes musicians go, you know what? I need to do a better job. Because they're crushing.
Yeah. Like if you look at the film industry and like everything that they're doing right now, you're like, damn, I gotta step up my game.
Oh yeah, I mean their Netflix original stuff is unbelievable.
I've fallen in love with all of the originals that they have.
They're really good, and the reason I'm saying is because Marvel's movies typically used to not be super great. Yeah. Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my number one favorite, but I didn't love the films, and now they're just upped it, man. And even stuff that I don't like.
Yeah.
To me, you would get beat up when I was growing up if you said you read Doctor Strange, punched in the face. I didn't mind getting punched in the face for Spider-Man, but Doctor Strange wasn't worth it. And then the movie comes out, I was like, my gosh, I guess I like Doctor Strange.
Yeah. No, that Deadpool is my all-time favorite superhero, and so whenever they've released that movie, I'm just like, you're killing it. I love everything about you because like Deadpool was one of those characters where it was like, all right, you're the one that nobody wants to talk about because you're super vulgar and you're not really a hero, but you're not really a villain, and I don't really know what to call you, so I don't want to say you're my favorite. But I'm like, you're so snarky and you're a badass, and now they made him that in the movie by taking it to rated R, and I'm just like so happy with everything that they're doing. And I wanted to ask, what is your favorite Marvel film, or you mentioned the Netflix originals? Like, what has been your favorite that they've done so far?
Oh, the Avengers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the original Avengers movie. And also part of the reason it was my favorite is because I was not excited about it.
Yeah.
I love all the characters, but I'm like, oh, I don't know, it's going to be cheesy probably. And I was just flabbergasted because the Iron Man movies were amazing.
Yeah.
And by the time they got to Winter Soldier for Captain America, that's one of my favorites of all time. Yeah, they really are inspiring me, I gotta say.
Yeah. And how much inspiration, I'll tie this into the new album as well.
I wanted you to talk about that new record, baby.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta talk about that music. That thing that you do for a job and that I need for a job.
Come on.
So what was your inspiration going into Unleashed? Did you have any of like film or comic books maybe, or books, or?
Well, I would say that I wouldn't say that a film directly. I love movies. I love books.
Yeah.
I mean, I like comic books as well, cartoons, but I love reading. All that stuff plays into what we do, without a doubt.
Yeah.
But my biggest inspiration for making the record, this might sound corny, I just wanted to make a fun record. And some people might go, duh. But Skillet, our records tend to be more serious. They're a little, people call them, maybe they're epic sounding, they're theatrical. That's what I mean when I say epic. They're theatrical, they're up and down, and they're about things that are important. And I was like, you know what would be fun is to make a record that's just fun, that somebody could turn on in a workout room and not change the channel. And we haven't done that before, and that's what we set out doing, and that's why I called it Unleashed. This record was not made for my label.
Okay, yeah.
It was made for me, well, for the fans, but what I want to do, because I think I know what they want. And we did that, and Skillet off the leash, baby.
It definitely is unleashed, and I love that you said that it's like you guys just trying to have fun, because I say it all on the air all the time whenever we play you guys, that you can't write a song that isn't catchy. And I don't know how you do it, but every time I hear Skillet come on the radio, I'm like, damn, this is going to be stuck in my head for the rest of the night, like in a good way.
I love to hear that, girl.
Especially Back from the Dead. It's just every time I hear it right now, it's just like, it's a love-hate thing. So I'm like, oh, that's going to be stuck in my head all night, but like in a good way, because I love that song.
Well, thank you. That's when we wrote Back from the Dead, it was also tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
And the reason we wrote it, this is a hilarious story to me, because our last record came out and there was all this, if I rewind a few records back, 2009 we released Awake. Awake was our biggest record, and it's almost at 2 million records right now, which I can't believe. So then we released Rise, and everybody's like, it's over, Skillet's done, rock is dead, nobody likes rock music. Oh yeah, the whole thing.
That was one of my favorite albums from you guys too. That's so weird.
You. Well, it wasn't just that it wasn't that the record went, it's that all of rock is dead. It's all going, and I was like, people are coming to the shows. You know, we went on tour, Carnival of Madness with Shinedown. Shinedown's huge. I'm like, this is not dead. What? So I was with this promoter, and he kept going on and on about, John, rock is over. You got to go alternative. It's all about alternative now. Yeah. And he kept going about this band over and over. And so finally I said, man, I've never even heard of this band that you did a show with. I said, how many people did you have? And he said, well, John, we sold out. And I said, oh, wow. Like how many people? He goes, well, it was only 400 seats. And I said, dude, you're promoting a Skillet show. We have over 2,000 tickets sold for Skillet only.
Yeah.
Maybe they should be like Skillet. Shut up. So I wrote a song for him called Back from the Dead.
Oh, that's what that's about. That's hilarious.
Yes, and it was a joke. And then everybody was like, well, this is pretty good. And I was like, oh, this is kind of having fun. And so it became a kind of a joke. So this guy, he knows who he is. If he's listening, you know who you are.
No, I love that. And I'm glad you also mentioned Carnival of Madness with Shinedown, because that was actually when I was introduced to you guys for the first time.
See?
Was when you were back with Shinedown forever ago.
They're hooking us up.
Absolutely. And the one thing that like caught me right off guard and why I've been a fan of you guys since is like the sense of humor. I think you opened up and were like, yeah, we're named after a frying pan. Just get over it, and then we'll play music. And I'm like, that's brilliant. I love that they like get in on the joke. So what was kind of like, how do you deal with like people who are like, really, that's like they don't get the joke with you kind of thing?
You know, I think most people do. I mean, I'm sure there's some people. I think the thing that wins people to Skillet is that we're very real.
Yeah.
And it's like the rock star persona thing doesn't really exist with us. I mean, we'll do a kick butt show. I hope everything we have into it, but at the same time, it's like we don't think we're that great. We're having fun doing something we love to do, and it's also part of what makes Skillet Skillet. Because people know, well, you guys are a Christian band. What does that mean? Is this going to be? And we preached at the whole time, and sometimes they want me to be embarrassed about it. I'm like, I'm not embarrassed about loving Spider-Man or Jesus or having girls in my band. Because when we first started, having girls in a rock band was like a no-no. So when we were first getting gigs, they were like, they got these girls in the band. I didn't have a beard back then. Somebody on our first show we did on the Shinedown tour, not the one you mean, a different one.
Yeah.
I didn't have a beard. It was years ago, 2009 probably. And there was a review of the show, and they said the opening band Skillet was actually pretty good, but the singer looked like he belonged in the Backstreet Boys, not in a rock band. So we used to get all this hate, and you're like, you know what? You got to be who you are and make music you believe in, and the fans they'll feel it.
Absolutely.
And if you feel it, you're winning. You know, and that's what Shinedown does. I'm a big Shinedown fan, and Papa Roach, and the music that I love to listen to, Slipknot and Alice in Chains, like they believe what they were singing, and that's why I feel it.
Definitely.
I feel it.
There
Come
it
on,
is.
baby.
We got it. And absolutely, everybody here felt it today with you guys. So thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us again. John Cooper of Skillet. New album Unleashed is out now, and it's Tales for 99.7 The Blitz from Rock on the Range.
Booyah!